Hi, David Boji. Hey, I'm going to do some storytelling for you today. In this episode, ALvida, the actress from Copenhagen, and David, that's me, explore the beneath process. The scene is set outdoors, in front of a cozy cafe in Copenhagen, full of Hilda, one of flowers, and soft music. A candle is burning, and you can see it here. And, well, I'm an American professor. ALvida is dressed in all kinds of winter outfit. I'm sitting here in my gray shirt and my jeans, and I'm shivering. The cafe owner comes and gives me a nice blanket. I can hear the cars, the bicycles going by. We often start with the foundation of our story. That's what's important, says ALvida. This is where we establish our values and principles. I've been exploring my own beneath process, and it's been a fascinating journey. As a storytelling coach for entrepreneurs, I've always focused on, compelling narratives. But recently I discovered that I have Danish ancestry. My dad came to Copenhagen, 40, 50 years ago, and he found people had in their ancestry book my grandfather, August Boji. But I've never been able to find anybody. There's people named B-O-J-E, Boja, is pronounced in Denmark. Yes, when I discovered my Danish ancestry, I was a willing candidate to go to Denmark anytime I can. Well, let's explore the beneath process a bit. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this, ALvida says, her voice laced with uncertainty. I mean, what if I'm not good enough? What if I'm not worthy of being an entrepreneur? David reached out, placed a reassuring hand on her arm. You are worthy. Bicycles going by. And I'm here to support you every step of the journey. ALvida and David continued to explore, but they began to feel a sense of unease. They were getting into conflict. It was more that ALvida didn't believe that the Danish people would focus on a storytelling approach to something so instrumental as entrepreneurship. I feel we're just going around in circles, says ALvida. I kind of sighed. I said, I know what you mean. I feel like we're not making any progress, but I don't know what else to do. Just then, a figure appeared from the edge, coming down the sidewalk. Hilda, a shaman from Lapland. I've met her before. Annette introduced me a long time ago. David and ALvida, she said, her eyes twinkling with wisdom. I'm watching you from afar. I sense your struggle, your conflict. Come with me. She led us to a bus, and then we caught a ferry boat. And finally we arrived in the wilderness to a cave. She said, in this cave is the spirit of nature, the rhythm of the drums. ALvida began to feel a sense of calm, and so did David. Their doubts and fears went up with the drum beats and the smoke of the fire. You must trust the process. You must have faith in yourself, Hilda says. And open your eyes. And we opened our eyes, and we began to get a great gift, a glimpse of purpose. Thank you, Hilda, I said. And ALvida said, this has been magical. The beneath process is just not about finding your values and principles. It's about being in nature, going beneath the human hustle bustle of Copenhagen. So you begin to understand your true purpose, your true self. I nodded in agreement. I can see that. I've even done episodes on finding your true self as they continued to explore the beneath. ALvida and David were back now in the hustle and bustle of Copenhagen, the bicycles going by. on one bicycle, bell ringing, is a parent, her 2 children, all the blonde hair. ALvida said, her eyes wide with amazement. I mean, I always thought it was just a actress, but now you're telling me I can be an entrepreneur? Well, of course. You've got all the acting skills, but you can do it authentically. It's not just about finding your values and principles. It's about being willing to be authentic when we share them. Yeah, me too, I think, said ALvida. As they stood up to leave the cafe, paid their account, left a tip, ALvida turned to David and said, "You know, I think we make a pretty good team." And I said, "Whoa, I'm married. Let's back off a little bit." And I smiled. I think you're right, though. And I'm excited to see where this journey is taking us. And I'm ready for the next part of the adventure, the next part of our journey. ALvida saying, "It's amazing. Can you just give up some of your examples to me so I can discover this?" Well, yeah, sure. One example is that I've started to focus more on emotional connections between the entrepreneurs in my storytelling. In Danish storytelling, the emotions are a crucial element, and tapping into those emotions is something I really want to do. ALvida, that's a great example, David. And what about the values and principles that guide your work as storytelling coach? Yeah, I said, I like the Danish values in particular, you know. Why is this table moving so much? And I'm interested in exploring more the Danish kind of storytelling, you know. I love this cozy cafe with the higgly kind of atmosphere, the flower and the candle, right? And I really want to understand what's called Kvikmyter, Kvikmyter storytelling that's so important to the Danish culture. So I think it has a kind of authenticity that we might need more of in the United States. And I would like you to tell me more about it. Well, her eyes coming wide open, a smile on her face. You just got to be, like you said, authentic, David. Yeah, I get you. And it's time now to wrap it up, don't you think, and leave the cafe? I guess so. It's a great value to bring together the American and the Danish approach to storytelling. And my wife, Grace Ann, is a coach and uses equine therapy. I follow up with the restoring approaches. We've worked with veterans. We've worked with all kinds of entrepreneurs and business people and executives. And, you know, I try to show them to be authentic. Yeah, ALvida, yeah, that's true. I think that's what you need to do in Denmark, too. It might be a little easier here. But we tend not to like conflict much in Denmark. David, I've noticed that, and I'm pretty good at bringing out conflict. I'm called the lightning rod. And so let's finish up our explanation. ALvida said, "I'm so glad we did this today. The sitting by the cafe, the trip to the cave with Hilda, you know, it was somewhat of a long journey. It was cold, but we got a lot out of it, right? I think we did." Here's some examples of entrepreneurs. Anita Roddick, founder of the Body Shop. I met her. She was chased away by a lot of expose journalists trying to find fault with her. Don't they seem to do that with women? Then there's Blake Mycoskie of Tom's Shoes, established a one-for-one giving model based on his value of social responsibility of business. Yvonne Chouinard founder of Patagonia, created a company culture centered on environmental activism. I think we can take a more natured approach. Mahatma Gandhi once said, your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits. I want some of those habits. My wife and I, we practice Jainism philosophy from India. And Mahatma Gandhi walked around with Gurudev Shikshabanaji, our guru. There's other people here. Chase the vision, not the money. The money will end up following you. Tony Hush, CEO of Zappos. How you climbed a mountain is more important than reaching the top. Yvonne Chouinard, again the founder of Patagonia. Our values aren't about pointing fingers. That's so much going on in the United States today. They are about offering a helping hand. Kathleen Blanco, former governor of Louisiana. Here's our main points for today. The beneath process involves going deeper than the surface level aspects of your business or getting a profit or making a sale. It's about establishing a strong values foundation, uncovering and embodying your authenticity, creating stories that resonate with the passions of the audience, going deeper for connections with your customers and investors. As entrepreneurs, we often stay on the surface too much, I think. And it's what lies beneath that's really important. So Danish storytelling, I think, is a really big addition to American approach to storytelling. The emphasis on making good connections, regularly atmosphere, setting a cozy space for your storytelling conversations. Having a cultural context is really important to me. I didn't find out till I was 53 years old that I was actually had Danish blood running in the veins. So I hope you've enjoyed today's session. Please embrace the beneath process and go beneath to those important values and authenticities. Join us next time. We'll be going into the many befores of history, the many histories we have to choose from as entrepreneurs. Again, this is now out in Amazon as a book. It's currently Kindle. It's coming out within the next week or so as a hardback and paperback. I've kept the price really low. And you can find out more about entrepreneurship at davidboji.com, csistory.com. Come to our annual conference at davidboji.com/quantum and have a really wonderful day. Okay? Thank you. I hope you're enjoying these stories. Let me know if you want something a little different in style or content. Leave a comment. Give it a like. Give it a share. I appreciate you.